One of the great challenges for the innovation cluster is to move at the same speed as the market. The ICT market, the innovation ICT market is moving very fast, and so our challenge is to follow enterprises and to follow research and to be in continuous movement together with the market. That's our big challenge.
The main challenge for our cluster, the cluster is building and construction, is to grow the number of members, and not only, I think, is to maintain the number of members. And this means to take care of them and to pay attention on the needs that are the most important things for growing in this cluster.
Internationalization is one of the most important objectives that we have in our clusters. Our sectors, healthcare and life science, are international by definition. Our researchers and our companies compete and collaborate every day with international institutions and enterprises. So in our plan we have to set up an internationalization plan matching the short-term needs of the companies with the long-term vision of our value chain. It's very important for us to compare ourselves with other bigger and older European clusters in order to understand and learn also how to manage and address this important issue of internationalization of the health and well-being cluster of the Emilia-Romagna region.
The meeting was very interesting for us because we are very young and we collect a lot of ideas about how to collaborate between the research entities and the very small companies that are partners of our cluster. We are the cultural and creative industries, so the small companies that are in our cluster are not used to collaborate with university and in general with the research partner. So the networking and the working group that we can set up inside the cluster are very useful in order to start this collaboration, and I think that this can be an important objective for our cluster.
We have been supporting Danish clusters for almost 10 years and becoming more professional and more excellent. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the business models behind the Danish clusters and how they involve companies. Some of the Danish clusters have a paid membership fee where the clusters pay, the companies pay quite a lot of money to be part of the cluster, to receive the services. Other clusters make innovation projects together with the companies, where they build bridges between companies and clusters to make new projects, new services, new innovations. The biggest value to be part of a cluster is that the SMEs are 4 times more innovative in clusters than they ever not in a cluster. They're 3.4% more productive. The SMEs are more international if they're part of a cluster, and they get a wider network, they get better contacts, they get access to knowledge from innovation and research institutions. What we see from Denmark is that working with the cluster excellence to make the cluster managers, to make the clusters more professional, has really made an impact of the SMEs. The services are better, the services are more relevant, and we see more and more companies getting engaged in clusters. One lesson learned is that it takes a lot of time to build up a strong cluster. Some of the best clusters in Denmark have existed more than 10 years.
The Upper Austrian cluster initiatives have about more than 2,200 partner companies, and we try to foster innovation through collaboration. And therefore, we support these partner companies, with different services in the field of information and communication, qualification, as well as collaboration, or in other words, to do collaborative projects. Another important topic is to support the companies in the field of internationalization. Therefore, we use different EU-funded projects. For example, we have a running project called Nuclei, where we try to foster innovation to transnational technology transfer, and therefore we work together with the Italian partners like Astor or Crit. The most difficult challenge is to convince companies about doing collaboration with other companies as well as with R&D institutions, and to show them that collaboration is very beneficial for them.